So good. We can start. Um, as said in the Facebook post that I shared to launch today's meeting, there's two topics I want to cover before getting into the Tit Sin Kuen action. One is that I receive so many, really many emails of people asking me opinions about this guy, that guy, or sending me a link to a YouTube video on this master that plays an form, on the other master that plays another form, and that he does this different and he does that different. And so please, I want to kindly ask that to everybody, not to put me in this situation, because first of all, I don't want to in any way create any troubles, any fuzz, make any fuss with a word that I barely know. I have nearly never been involved in the Hung Kuen, but even in the martial arts word since the years before going to Hong Kong. So I think about 72, 73, 74, when I was practicing the shutdown karate, and then a while after I tried some contact back in the days, was in the 80s, but I never had any relation with people of the Hung style, besides my good nephews and friends of the Sandao group that are like young brothers or nephews for me. So they are the only thing that I know. Or my good friend Doril Lorota, who teaches me some modern Wing Chun. And so, please do not ask. What I try to share with you is what I learned. It's just cannot say actually that I am a box mover. So I'm not just giving you the box of the stuff. On this stuff that I'm giving you, I made years and years of training and considerations, and I realized that everything I put under discussion every single aspect, and I realized that everything that Master Chan Hon Chung and Cheung Yee Keung taught me was perfect. And so this is what I give you, and I don't want to get into any other comparison with others. Of course, there are some principles that I think that cannot be discussed. You cannot make a deal on some principles. For instance, for me, thinking of a martial arts and considering that the action starts from the legs is not about Hung Kuen, is about everything. I mean, I think that in every martial art, the movement starts from the waist, from the center of the energy. I mean, we spent centuries thinking about the chi and the dantian and stuff, and that is true for the Eastern world. That's the center of everything, and there is where everything starts and ends. So to me, that is wrong. So but not because of what I learned in Chan Hon Chung gym, because what I develop all the considering the thinking I made and the reflections about what I learned. So this is it. I really ask you not to send me names of this guy and that guy. What you think of that guy? I'm thinking that everybody's a very good guy. I like everybody, and what I just don't I don't care what the other people do. I am my way. What I learned, I was so lucky to to meet the best, and to my opinion. And that's it. That's what I'm passing you. You can use it, and you can judge it and make consideration. Maybe you don't like, you take part of it, and that's always good for me. The important thing is that you do it with your free hand. It was like, this thing that I said the other day. No problem if you want to go up and down instead of pulling and pushing as we do. But the principle that is not negotiable is that you do not want to make any contraction while intaking the air, and you don't want to squeeze your thorax when the air is inside and you don't let it go out. That's not negotiable, in my opinion, and that's something that I stand for. You cannot close your hair, you cannot do any apnea, you cannot push, you create internal pressure. That's bad. That's really bad. So this is it. The other thing is that, again, I received 3 emails from people who asked me again about the drunkmen. Well, it actually is the 8 celestial drunkmen. But let's say that they are celestials. We are human beings. Again, I want to make it clear that, to me, that wonderful part of Phu Hoc Sin Yin Kuen is really a path that brings you to Tit Sin Kuen. Is the way the way of the images, of the allegories of the animals and the elements and the drunk man and stuff that bring the Hung Kuen practitioner to master the art and to get really conscious of his body and his movement before entering the Tit Sin Kuen, where the images disappear and you go back to the pure technique without no images, but with just the concepts. Okay, so let's go back. I'll try to one thing. This part of Phu Hoc Sin Yin Kuen, of the 8 celestial drunk guys, is really tough. What I usually do, since it's so a matter of going out of balance, and then let the legs follow. So what I usually do, I do it in a safe place with no corners, with possibly with a softer surface, maybe feel on the grass on outside. So I try to bring it to the limit, so I really risk to fall, because that's the way to practice is better. So bring it to the limit, so you might fall. I don't do it here, so I keep it quite easy, because I don't want to break my head on the library or on the counter or such. Okay, so just think that a good way to practice this technique is bring it to the limit, and if you fall because you went too far on bringing your center of gravity out of your base, so you do not have enough speed to create a new base behind your new center of gravity, you fall. And this is good, because falling is always good, but if you don't fall, you can get to a new stand and learn. So as usual, let's start with a salute for our tradition. So as we said, I try to do it to squeeze myself as much as I can, so we did all our stuff, and there's this and this, and then there is the drunkmen. So the drunk first, the change the attack line. So what we do is that the first thing is that we go here and then, here. It's all the same. And this is exactly what you want to do. And what you want to do is you do not move your legs. You bring your center of gravity forward or backward, but the idea is that you can go everywhere. If you go like this, you're stuck and you told him, hey, I'm here and I have all the pressure on my right foot, and this might probably be the foot that I will move. Which is true, but we don't want to let him know. So what we do is that we go here, we just wait, and we go on the other one. But if we want from here, there's nothing against going somewhere else. Okay, so this is exactly the idea of the drunk celestial fighters. And again, when we are here, and we've done these two things, and there's still a man is coming, what we want to do is not doing strange ballet, but we just, again, bring our, go back a little so we can see it better, bring our center of gravity over the front foot, and again, then, again, here we have a wonderful example of two bridges. We're crowding the opponent's volume areas, field, battlefield. We have this circle, half is ours, half is his, and we are invading but how do we invade? Falling. Okay. On and on and on and on, and invade without letting him know. If we go, bam, bam, he understands. And then after the first step, we're stuck. I mean, the first thing that would happen would be a sweep on our front leg. But if we fall, okay, then there's a speed, crowding, occupying the space. We occupy the space. Okay. The second is chin. We have a series of blows that can look long, but actually they are short and they are really strong from our waist. So it's bum, 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 and the last. And this is tang. We put everything in this. Okay? So we have 3 bridges, and we have a wonderful way to train our translation, stance translation. Okay? So again, when we go here, it's just in here, and we okay, and from here that just 2, 3 is, which means that everything comes from here. It's pum, 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 pum. Every time, think that there is always some invasion, some B bridge. It's minimal, but 1, 2, 1. And the last one. Okay, and it goes Let's go. Let's go to the Tit Sin. Let's take a breath. Relax. After the first training, the 6 basic forms. If you are okay having some heavy breathing, I mean it's part of the training, but it's very important to let it calm down before approaching the Tit Sin. Okay? I usually need 2 or 3 complete breathing to go back to a normal heart rate if I don't speak. Hey. The elbows sink. Here. You pull up the diaphragm. You turn your waist and you compress your upper body. So you the hands fall down on your bridge. Empty. Empty. Okay. Up, etc. Then. Hey. Attention, slight weight. Etc. Same here. Etc. We have this first translation. Then we go to the 4th part. The 4th part is seen as a different translation. So it's left behind, below. Oh, center of gravity, a little movement. Hey. Hey. Don't forget the speed. Oh. Hey, P and hey. Please remember this. Hey. This, the backward movement, comes from the center of gravity. That's this. Oh. That's it. Now the same. Here. Oh. Hey. Hey. Oh. Hey. This is that's a matter of hey. Okay, it's a matter of moving the center of gravity and everything then follows. It's not the opposite. You are not moving this because if you decide to move this, you have to pull all the important, all the deposit of the energy of the force there. Now it's bam. Okay, so it's this. And we finish. Okay, and then here we are at our fifth part. It's like the unicorn step has a lot to do with the celestial drunk fella. Okay, so it's right. Hey. Right. Oh. Hey. Okay, better. Then again, here. Right. Right. Oh. Hey. I made a wrong take looking there because I heard a noise behind the door. So I do it again. Please don't consider the take looking there. We are coming from here and we hear a noise here. And the noise came too late, actually, but it's like that. Hey. Hey. Oh. Hey. So, notes. What you don't want to do is making it always the same speed, same time. As I said, you can train your Tit Sin Kuen in different ways, and it is actually good because you learn how to control your body harmony while moving at different speeds. So if you just go like, hey, hey, that's good because you must reach the end of the form without having any heavy breathing. If you can do it also when you practice the Tit Sin at combat speed, this means that you reach a level of controlling your body, which is good. So go for it. And then especially you understand that you are not making mess with air, like, or, oh, I've seen going in. No. Out. And this is very important. Saying is doing it slowly. Okay, let's go back to our fifth part. So it's here and here and here and ready. Hey. Hey. This doing it slowly does not mean that you have to do it in a tough, frozen contraction. Contraction must be always mostly isotonic. And the important thing is that even if you do it, slowly, you must do a full active relax at the end when there's no more air, and you open and then you start again, and then you open and then you start again something else. So please focus on these things and do not let the desire to accomplish something bring you to imitate the movements. Just try to understand the concepts, the basics. And I repeat, if you're not up to the standards of training the Tit Sin Kuen because you haven't really completed and made yours deeply, internally, the other forms, you can use the basic concepts for the other forms. Breathing, movement of the pelvis, movement of the stances, changes of the stances. Those will bring you to a very good action in the 6 basic forms and also in the weapons. Then you can approach the Tit Sin. There will be always time for it. Okay, you don't have to rushing on the Tit Sin and say, well, I'll learn the Tit Sin Kuen. You learn the Tit Sin Kuen, but if you cannot understand what the Tit Sin Kuen is nothing special and nothing but just a ballet. We don't want to make a ballet. We want to learn a Tit Sin Kuen, okay? So thank you for joining this video, this streaming, and I'll see you tomorrow, and maybe we can go on with the 6th part. That is the last, because the 7th will be the salute. So it's we won't need much time, but this is just a couple of tricky things that we want to discuss clearly. Okay, so see you tomorrow.